Hey, it's Midnight Raven, and today I want to bring you a video called What I Sell on eBay Jewelry. So, if you didn't know, I'm the Midnight Raven. Welcome to my channel. I like to do clothing reviews, and I also am a reseller in my part-time, or my free time, or just time in general, as I am currently unemployed due to medical reasons, and I look to try and make a little bit of extra money, so I resell. So today we're going to look at my massive jewellery box. Look at this. This is all the jewellery I sell currently, apart from one tub, which is a small one, which is I've forgotten. But I resell on eBay to make a small little profit, and to basically give me something to do. The job market isn't great, and with COVID, it's making it even worse. So I started reselling about 4 years ago, and I've had so much fun doing it. I love reselling. It gives me something to do, and it does take up some of my space in my room, mind you. Let's not quibble. I live in a small flat, and it takes up my bedroom. But I bought these boxes the other day, so these are a good thing to have if you're reselling. These were 4 for £12 or £3.99 each, and these came from Thingamybobs, and I actually bought some of the deep ones as well, and they were 3 for 15 or £7 each, I think. It's a great prices. So I thought today I would share with you stuff that sells on my website really well. So everything is kind of bagged up with like numbers. Some bits aren't, some bits are loose. My more expensive stuff is bagged nicely, and other bits are just loose in the bottom. So I thought I would show you some of the more expensive stuff, some of the kiddie stuff, just show you what I sell. We'll pick a couple of pieces from a bag and I'll show it to you. So we'll take this bag for an example. So what I did with some of them was start giving them little yellow tags with numbers on, but it didn't make it any easier. So things that sell really well on my website are things like bangles. Bangles that are kind of different. So like ones like this, like different like Art Deco stuff, seems to sell pretty well. Pearls are another good one. Like these ones. People love buying stuff like this, like costume jewelry for like parties or dressing up. People seem to love buying that kind of thing, and they sell fairly well. Anything else that sells fairly well in here? I find that my Oriental bits kind of sell well, although this is not Oriental, it's Oriental styled. So things like this, which look kind of normal, but they come on the little cords, and the cords in that, this kind of thing seems to sell well, and I end up sending these internationally most of the time, usually to Europe. I do sell within reason most of the world. There are places I can't send items to, and another one of my statement pieces was this one. How cute is that? Can you imagine that on you in the summer? That's also fairly cute. Is there any more in here? Oh, and things like this sell really well. Gold hoops. Not so much silver, but gold hoops of any size. Small, medium, large. They all sell fairly well. Okay, let's have a look at the second bag. Okay, anything in here? So, things that are kind of, not that one, this one. Chains do really well. Not just chains, multi-chains. So, things like this, but where they're multi-chained, usually sell pretty well. These usually go around Christmas. Maybe stocking fillers. I don't know, but they sell really well at Christmas, mostly. Okay, let's try the next bag. So next, here we have some statement pieces that sell really well. So things like this sell really well, but you've got to find the right person. They're kind of I want to say like kind of bohemian style. They're so heavy to wear. They're proper kind of beads. So heavy to lug around. Stuff that also sells are things like this, where they're pretty in pink. Pretty in pink sells, especially Valentine's or in spring. Things like this sell really well. It's like a triple lined necklace. So you've got the bit at the top and the middle. So for me, on my eBay site anyway, things like this sell. The pretty in pinks, the glitzers have always done really well. That's that one. Now let's take a look at this one. Now this one has some proper statement pieces in it. So here we have some statement jewellery that sells, as in rings. So things like this sell really well. And the other statement piece that I've sold quite a lot of was this one. Look at that. Look at the shine on that. So those two have been up for a while, but I did have some more that sold. And then I have a really big statement piece that I've been trying to sell for a while, and I can't believe it hasn't sold yet, was this. Look at this. How cool. And it weighs an absolute ton. Absolutely weighs, as you can hear it. Weighs a ton, but it's such a cool necklace. I believe if I had a car and I could go to car boots, I would sell a ton. Car boots, I believe I would get twice as much as what I do on eBay for stuff. Things like these sell really well, these little bracelets, but they've got like a charm on. A little charm, and I love this kind of turquoisey colour. Things like this sell really well. They're usually going to nieces for their first piece of jewellery, which is kind of sweet to think I deliver that. Okay, so you get all the bags out of the way, and then you get everything else that's in the bottom. So stuff that's in the bottom are things like this. These sell really well in the summer. I must have sold 10 to one lady at one point. These are Molly and Rose, and these are anklets. So you basically just tie them around your ankle. Kind of decorative. What else do we hear? Here we have a set of ear cuffs. These are kind of cool. Hair cuffs, sorry. Yeah, hair cuffs. Apparently you decorate your hair with them. I've never seen anything like it, but apparently they're hair rings. Apparently, hopefully they will sell in the summer. Things like these sell in the summer. Shell necklaces, the kind of pinky colour. These did really well last year, although most people didn't go on holiday. Around Christmas, you get stuff like this sell, and New Year, glitzy chokers. Mizo is a brilliant company. I wish I could get some more of their jewellery, because this set that I bought, or job lot that I bought, was so good. So good. You also get these sell during the summer. Little toe rings of all descriptions. I had dragonflies at one point and butterflies that were really cool. These sell pretty well. They're kind of skeleton necklaces, as I call it, because they're kind of hollow. And they got that kind of tarnish look. Everyone loves a tarnish look. What else sells really well? Things like chokers go, but it's kind of hit and miss depending on what season we're in, because chokers are a seasonal thing. Oh, I have another bag. Ooh. Okay, so this one's pretty cool. These did really well maybe a year or two ago. I can't get into it. It's in a force field. That's what it is. These multi-strand bracelets, but they go around your wrist. So you put it on your wrist like this, and it goes round. Now pieces like that sell really well. More to the mature lady. Usually because they can't do things like clasps and that, so things like this are really good for the older lady who maybe can't reach anymore to do a clasp up, because I find that with necklaces, when you get to a certain age you can't do your necklace, you have to bring it around the front. What else sells really well? Quite a lot of these went last year. These little cuff from Blue Reef, when I sold quite a few of these. I had an entire bundle at one point, which I might actually order some more from. These are good. Bag charms, they do really well. I've got this one. Look at him. Isn't he cute? So cute. And they're from a company called Urban Mist, who I want to look at more of their stuff on eBay if I can. Because I love reselling. I get such a buzz out of selling something. These sell pretty well at Christmas. These are the little trios, little sets. These usually go in stocking fillers quite a lot for your nieces, your daughters. Things like this sold pretty well. Maybe 2-3 years ago when 50 Shades of Grey came out. You had the tie, the handcuffs, and everything, the little mask. If you haven't seen 50 Shades of Grey, you'll have no idea what I'm talking about. But it was a popular, or it was meant to be a popular film series that kind of tanked. Next, things that sell really well are things like these kind of statement rings with like little butterflies and jewels. Or what other rings would I say sell pretty well? These sell pretty well in the summer. The little kind of bohemian rings, or these ones from Dulays. I've got loads of her rings as well. Loads of rings from Dulays. And other things that sell pretty well are these, like I said, multi-strand necklaces, but also multi-strand bracelets. There's something about layering that people really seem to love. And then unusual pieces that sell pretty well would be things like these. I don't know how many I've sold of these now, and they're all different styles. They were like tarnished jewellery. Tarnished looking, not tarnished as in like broken, but the tarnished vintage colour. The kind of coppery colours sell really well. I think there's another set. Yeah, tarnished sets. I don't know. The whole tarnished look was in like last year or the year before, and it did really well. And I sold absolutely loads of these. So it all depends what's in season. The fashion runways have a lot to answer for when it comes to reselling. Things like this, a year or two ago, were selling really well. Eco-friendly, maybe, I don't know, bohemian style was kind of in. And I think that's it. I think that's mainly the kind of stuff that sells. Things that sell that are a bit different are stuff like this, kind of bright coloured. Things like these are kind of cool. They're magnetic. Again, from the company I love, Mizo. I don't know if Mizo are still in business anymore. And let's show you one more item that probably sells really well. And it's these, again from Blue Reef. And it's wooden bracelets. I've sold maybe 10 or 15 of these over the last, 18 months. Things like this that are like eco-friendly, wooden, sustainable kind of bracelets are really well. And then the last one I'm going to show you today is one of my personal favourites that I own in here to sell. And it's this one. It's again from Julie's, but it's this. Look at that. How cute is that? And it's a bird's head. I believe it's I want to say it's a crow or a raven. I'm honestly not sure. But things like these sell really well. I had a rabbit one at one point. I had, what else was it? A rabbit. There was a couple I had at one point that sold really, really well. This one is still around. Maybe birds aren't everyone's taste. But, you know, each to their own, I guess. The thing with fashion and jewellery is you make it what you want. You can wear what you want when you want, and really the world is your oyster when it comes to jewellery. There is so much colours and styles that you can choose from. Jewellery, you can basically make your own. You don't have to conform and wear the same thing. If you look hard enough at car boot sales and that, you can get some really nice vintage items. This one is also a personal favourite of mine. The little kitty, which is a little bag clip, little bag charm. You can make your jewellery whatever you like. The thing with jewellery is it's so diverse. You'll be lucky to find two people at the same time wearing the same jewellery, unlike clothes, which are like mass produced and then you get loads of them. But if you go to a car boot sale or, excuse the noise, or a sale, you can get some really nice vintage pieces from the 70s and 80s, maybe even 60s and back. And I believe jewellery doesn't age like clothes does. But yeah, that's what I sell jewellery-wise, apart from a bag, a tub of earrings, which I'm going to show you in another video, because I wanted to show you mainly the necklaces and the statement pieces and everything, and then I'll show you the earrings in another one. But yeah, these tubs, highly recommend them. I'm not sponsored, I just bought them because my house was getting overfilled with cardboard boxes. And I've been here nearly a year in June, and I wanted to start making it my own. So if you want to see more from me, give me a big thumbs up. If you like this series, this is part one of what I sell on eBay. If you want to check out what I sold on eBay, which is an entirely different thing, on what's actually sold, you can check out that playlist. I will link it up here. I've literally just started again for the year doing that. So if you want to see that, you can go check that out as well. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I load videos, I load stories on there nearly every day, and sometimes highlights of videos that are coming. So if you want to see that, go over to my Instagram at the Midnight Raven. All the information is down below in the description. And if you want to see more from me, click that notification bell, because currently I'm loading videos every day. And I will see you very soon for another video. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye.